house. Him and his wife are the whole CEO thing of the Paleo FX, which includes everything, not just paleo, but also keto. And Keith is going to tell us what's going to happen, because we're going to actually do an interview. We're going to do an interview, but he's just going to announce right now what we're going to talk about right now.
Right. So this is obviously a Mercury in retrograde day. I'm not that into astrology, but it's got to be, because I'm having serious IT issues today that I normally don't have. In fact, before we jumped on this, Stephanie, I was about 5 minutes till. I'm like, I've been on StreamYard 10,000 times. And then of course my computer can't find my camera, and yada yada yada, and then switch computers, and this computer is dead. Anyway, we want to talk about Keto FX. We want to talk a little bit about Paleo FX. Paleo FX being rescheduled. Keto FX is our online, obviously, as the name implies, a deep dive into keto, of which Stephanie was an integral part of. And yes, and so we deep dive with all of the experts to try to give the most up-to-date information on the keto diet, and also how keto can help boost your immunity, which everybody is super, super interested in right now.
Yes. So you guys, we're going to do a deep talk. I can't even talk today, but my crowd is used to it. We're live, right? We're going to do a deep dive into your immune system and also ketogenic diets. And can you just name some of the speakers that people should go and check out? Because it's going on right now. Is that correct?
It is going on right now. But don't fret. This is day 5. The Encore weekend is coming up this weekend, which you can get all the talks absolutely free all weekend. So got plenty of time, and we're all, I guess, still in quarantine. I don't know. I'm in Texas, so Texas has eased up quite a bit, but for some of the rest of the places around the nation, still in a odd situation of being in quarantine. So
yes,
got plenty of time, and you really want to take care of your health, because if nothing else, people have figured out that if you don't have your health, you don't have your freedom, and that's where health starts, is with your health. And
exactly.
So a couple of the speakers. So obviously Stephanie, dropping all kinds of keto knowledge bombs. People like Ben Azadi. We have Dr. Tom O'Brien. We have Chris Kresser. Oh my God, Ben Greenfield. I think there's like 18 in total speakers, and everybody comes at this from a little bit different angle. So I think there's something for everybody, because Stephanie, my keto doesn't look like your keto. I'm quite sure. I kind of eat what could be labeled a Mediterranean keto diet. And I can get into that discussion too. I have a genetic predisposition, the APO3/4 allele, that predisposes me to have issues handling saturated fat and early onset dementia. So I have to be very, very cognizant of that. Plus, as an athlete, as a young man, I played football for many, many years, and in the off season, I did the brilliant thing of kickboxing. So I have done my brain no favors. So I'm really having to watch that now. I love keto. I think it's a fantastic diet. I just have to tweak mine a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you're right. There's all different versions. People have different angles and things that they can offer to people, different types of health, gene mutation, things of this nature. So we're going to talk more about what you're actually doing in a whole conversation, but we want to make sure that this doesn't crash right now.
Right.
And I will put all of the links to go and check out how to find this whole event, this keto online, Keto Paleo FX event. And you guys, this is Keith Norris. He's friggin' awesome. We've spoke many times and had a few interviews. I spoke a few years ago. You can catch that online. And I just want to say thank you. And now we don't have to stress out about this friggin' connection and the camera. And we'll do it another day when we've got time.
When I have a camera that works.
We have a camera that works, but we made it this far.
We did. I'm hanging out at just a couple percent. My battery is just hanging in.
Just hanging in. So thank you, Keith. I will knock you out of this. I'm going to talk more about this event, and you can go and enjoy your day. But I know you're very, very busy. And I just want to say, like this, you guys, you got to check this guy. He's the coolest dude ever. I'm going to show some pictures of him. He's friggin' shredded. He's in great shape. He rides his bike. He's an entrepreneur. He's just all these types of things that I respect. And I'm going to talk more about you behind your back after you go.
Thank you. And just so you know, you can stay extremely swole on the keto diet because I'm rocking a 217 pounds now at single digit body fat. So about the same weight that I play college football at, by the way. So
well, we are the living proof that you can get older and friggin' better.
Right.
Right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You flip the script. Don't believe the stories you've been told that you degrade as you get older. It is a lie. You don't have to.
It is. It's all about knowledge, like you said, your immune system taking care of your body.
Right.
Your event provides all these amazing speakers. And I was just listening to a little bit about you and starting with Rob Wolf, but we'll talk about that later in the next interview, how this, because I love Rob.
So do I.
Yeah, he's such a cool dude.
He is.
Okay, so you and Michelle have a great day, and we will reschedule this, and I'll put the links below. And thank you so much.
Absolutely, Stephanie. Thank you, and thank you for hanging in during all my IT woes.
It's all good.
Sorry to drag you through that. We will be back in touch as soon as I get this figured out.
Exactly. Okay.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. So that was Keith Norris of the Paleo and Keto FX. They've been doing this since 2011. And Rob Wolf, I spoke at the Paleo FX 2 years ago. And out of all the people that I met, of course, my two favorites are Nora Gigautis and Rob Wolf. And I didn't think that I would like Rob Wolf that much. Wow. Like super smart, super, super nice guy. Keith is someone who is also like his wife, Michelle, is like the powerhouse one. And he's like the one who's like, I guess he's the creative guy and she's the powerhouse behind this whole concept. But putting all these people together to talk about how to make your health better, because this is alternative health, isn't it? And I feel so gracious to have started with my mom, who had a glioblastoma, which is the most aggressive brain cancer, and most people, less than 1%, survive this. My crazy mother is still around, and that's where this whole journey began with me trying to apply the keto diet. I say try because I didn't know what I was doing back there in the days, like 12 years ago, and I started that keto journey with her. And you know, I just started, first I did it on clients for 2 years. And then I was like, my own experiment, N equals 1 with, you know, my own study. And then I literally decided I need to talk about this on the online, because I'd been doing it a few years and was like, people are going to think I'm batshit crazy if I start talking about cutting out all your carbs and eating a bunch of fat. And so Paleo FX started, and I finally got invited. And it feels really, really awesome to be a part of such a good event. This is an online event because, of course, we can't go in person and do this type of stuff. And also, I'm going to be on an online event, two more online events. One being with Dr. Berg's online event, and also another one called a Keto Summit. But whatever, they're not the point. It's Keith and Michelle. So go to there. I'll put all the links below so you guys know exactly where to go if you want to go check out all the speakers talking about ketogenesis and how, and the summit is really about how to boost your immune system, which is what I talk about every freaking day and ad nauseum. And on that note, you guys know I'm about to see my boy Thunder. It's pretty hot today. Temperature is rising up in this apartment. So I'm going to turn on this fan. I want to talk about a little bit what I've been learning about lately. I want to put this thing, it's unlisted, but I'll make it go live. Drink some water. Yeah. So I'm on my workout machine, you guys. I'm so excited. I put it together. Let me show you guys. So I put together This is a leg curl. There's leg curl, leg extension bench, and also over here we have, as you see with this bar, so it's for bench press and shoulder press, and it's the bench can incline up to seated position, so I can do shoulder presses, which is really cool. I just got tired of like my legs. I've had 10 surgeries on my left knee. And I got super tired of, not being able, because I used to be a pro skater. So up here on the wall is a bunch of skateboard pictures, but there's one you can see right there. I'm flying in the air. Front side air. There I am. Boom, that's me. Yeah, that's me. Look at this picture of me doing a front side air on a vert ramp when they used to make ramps out of wood. But I fell and I busted my left knee. And it was pretty much dangling like this because the whole joint broke. And my ACL, my MCL, my patella tendon, my kneecap went boop. And my medial meniscus completely ripped off. So it was just locked and stuck in this weird position because the medial meniscus ripped off. And then I have like almost all my cartilage is gone off the condyles of the bone, and it's gone. So at almost 53, it's been really, really challenging to stay strong, healthy, and not be able to use some of the largest muscles on my body, which are my legs. And I can't squat, I can't lunge, I can't run, I can't. People are like, oh, so you're good now? And I'm like, no, I'm not. So being able to order a machine at home is really important. And I'm digressing, but I don't care. But anyway, I'll put the show notes about the Paleo Keto FX. That's Paleo Keto FX. And get to see some really cool speakers, including myself. And I will be interviewing Keith when he was having super bad like camera, battery, Wi-Fi. I was like, honey child, just sit down 5 minutes and let me just announce to everyone what's going on. But with that said, so lately I've been really learning, like he has this gene mutation where you're not supposed to take saturated fats very well. So that's kind of hard. I've worked with one guy who also had this gene mutation where he went to olive oil and his cholesterol numbers changed. But I have my thoughts on that. I'm not going to talk about it now on that whole gene mutation. But other than that, a lot of people get things very confused. My video series lately has been on trying to clear up the confusion about, how much protein, how much fat, if you're doing carnivore, if you're doing keto omnivore, the truth about plants, the genetic modification of plants, does that play a role? The gut wall strength, it really comes down to the microbes in your gut, like even like weight loss, the microbes, even with having mutations, gene mutations, the MTHFR gene mutation where you're having a hard time methylating, you can still methylate even people who don't have a gallbladder. People got just issues like inflammatory digestive disorders of the bowels or of the stomach. And people will do these dietary measures. Well, primarily they are trying to do it to fix their weight loss, like, because they're, and then people start fasting, and that's a whole nother thing about how stupid fasting is and how stupid coffee is. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just educate you guys because, I had a consultation this morning. So it's been a busy morning for me. I was like consultation, then run and do an interview with Norris, but then the Wi-Fi thing didn't work out. But the woman that I was interviewing with, she had like the typical problems of, like her weight being stuck, right? She's stuck at almost 200 pounds at 5'5". And then she's like trying to do carnivore, but she lost her period. She lost her period on carnivore. It's kind of like Sarah from Carnivore Yogi, which you should go and also check out what Sarah's doing and subscribe to her channel. But losing your menstrual cycle when you're supposed to get it back on these diets. And I did a video saying men stop telling women what to do with our bodies. It's clickbait, people, relax. But there are a lot of people, and they're like, well, women say the wrong things too. Of course they do. But really, when men are telling you to intermittent fast, and a lot of gurus are intermittent fast, men are talking about intermittent fasting, and women's endocrine system, totally different. Like, sorry guys, totally different. the amount of issues that women have already with underlying existing problems with their thyroid, with their menstrual cycle, with their polycystic ovarian syndrome, or endometriosis or fibroids, their infertility, their estrogen dominance, low progesterone, the gut issues, and the gallbladder. I mean, and people aren't factoring in this: eat as much meat as you can until you're satiated, and then think you're going to get your electrolytes from that is insanity. Because people like the woman today, she's like, I did carnivore. This is today. She's 200 pounds. She lost her menstrual cycle. And this is on carnivore. It started getting dark circles under her eyes. And she's like, why, Steph? I go, because your kidneys are under stress and duress, which I keep finding in more carnivore people. Because why? Because they're dehydrated. They're eating 2 pounds of beef. They're not drinking enough water, right? They might already have issues with their biliary system collecting stones like liver, kidney, and gallbladder, especially with women with this estrogen dominance problem. And there's us women swell up like freaking watery balloons like that, especially around our menstrual cycle, which shoots our blood sugar up, which men don't experience this. Well, they experience kidney issues and electrolyte issues, but in a different way than women. And like, electrolyte issues so lymphatic issues and swelling. And so that's why I said men stop giving women advice, because they're not thinking about that estrogen in the biliary system, in the liver. A lot of women have thyroid conditions. They can't eliminate poop enough to get out the estrogen. They have gallbladder issues, and that's where I'm coming around like, the reasons why these dietary measures don't work is because everyone makes it sound so friggin' easy, and it's not. And if, I'm going on 53, I'm in the best health of my life. Like, I'm just like so grateful that the outcome of my mom developing the worst cancer, brain cancer, is that I learned how to make my life better and also trying to make her life better. With those parents, right? Especially my mom's age group. Or actually in any age group, because it seems like people are so standard American dieters. If you guys want to learn more, I really feel like I'm cracking a lot of codes on thyroid health, even the hemochromatosis. Women are having their iron levels are too high. Things are going awry on carnivore. And on keto, people don't know, do I go carnivore, keto carnivore? What are the macros? How do I get weight loss going? How do I fix my gut? How to fix the histamine? Do I take glandulars? Is colostrum okay? Thymus, what? Rock the boat. The exercise portion of it is so important. Your circadian rhythm and sleep cycles. These things are so important, and they're not internet sexy, but I am. I'm just kidding. I'm not. I'm actually in a bunch of sweatpants, about to finish my workout and then go to see my horse. But people like quick, easy foods, eat as much meat as possible. Then I don't have to worry about cholesterol and getting fat, which is all a bunch of garbage. And people are doing keto omnivore, and the macros are also atrocious, and people are using almond flour and cheese. And what's wrong with that? What's wrong with bulletproof coffee? I hear this stuff all day long. And with the whole Sharona thing going on, you really see who is in the know and who is in the blind. And when it comes to actual health, the know and in the blind, or blind. It's about strengthening your health, people. Why is that not being spoken about more? It really behooves me why we're not learning more about our health, our body. That's why I feel so amazing these days, because knowledge is the infinite power. Power? Yeah, knowledge is. With that said, I'm going to finish my workout because I got a whole setup here. I've got dumbbells, fans behind me. I did a workout video, guys. Go look for that. And so I'm doing like chest flies there and reverse flies for the anterior delts, and or posterior is the anterior, posterior is behind. And I just got my pull-up bar going because I was losing pull-ups because I was doing pull-ups every day, and then you don't do them every day. My calluses were going where I was like, oh no, oh no. I lost my pull-up game, like literally cut down 70%. So now let go back up. If you guys want to learn more, go to stephanieperson.com to book a consultation. I will have a full calendar open by this weekend. So today is, what is it? Because this will go into the YouTube stratosphere of years. This is May 8th of 2020. So this weekend I will open up new dates. And I will open up the entire month. So, because the system is kind of ancient, it only, like, you can only book the dates within the week. You can't, so people see the dates and they click on it and they can't, for 2 weeks from now, and they can't book that date. So I'm going to open it up so you can book that date. And my Instagram is Stephanie Ketogenic. So I put stuff on my stories every day, and it's always about the body and a little bit about my horse. Always about the body and a little bit about my horse. And what else? You can go to my Facebook fan page at Stephanie the Business Person, as in the body business, because people named me that years and years ago. And I have a course where I'm covering low carb, high fat, keto omnivore, and high fat carnivore, which is ketogenic, because we want to make ketones to not damage the thyroid. Yes, we don't want dark circles and kidney problems and back pain, like I keep seeing with a lot of keto people. And your menstrual cycle going out the door. How many people have lost their cycle on carnivore? We need to fix that and help Sarah get it back. You just have to have the right knowledge, because knowledge is the infinite power. When you know better, you do better. I can't talk today. As usual, when you know better, you do better. And I'm out. I got some energy at almost 53. 12 years strict on keto. Made mistakes, but now I'm learning. Old videos I've evolved from. New videos, new Stephanie. And I'm out. Enough of this silly video. I know. Bye, guys. Oh, I was going to show you guys Keith. Let me show you guys Keith. Ya la 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 la, tra la la. I think Keith is like my age, if I stand correct. Let's see here. Boop. Okay, let's see here. All right. Okay, so there's Keith over there. Look at Keith, right? Look at Keith. So Keith had a few interviews with me, a couple years ago. He interviewed me, and because today I interviewed him, we are going to reschedule for that. But look at Keith. Wait, where is he? Where's he gone? Oh, darn it. Sorry, guys. Okay, guys, it's not working. But anyway, there's Keith. You see him over to the right of my screen. Look how the good shape he's in. So when you guys literally learn how to take care of your health as we get older, it is possible to not get like man boobies and gynecomastia and saggy middle and frumpy, and women with their bodies having cellulite, which I'm going to talk about cellulite, I think, in another video. I'm going to get rid of this. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to talk about women and hormones and cellulite, because like so many women ask me about that, when really they need to talk about their hair falling out and why. Menstrual cycle going ding, 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 ding. And why men's testosterone goes, how about some men have a hard time building muscle? Yes, low libido for men, even though I'm a woman, but I can throw in a little bit of things. my 2 cents, not my $1, but my 2 cents. And now I'm going to officially go. I just wanted you guys to see Keith and his wife put together this event in 2011, started with Rob Wolf. But we'll talk about it in the interview, and I'm out. Bye, guys. Boop. Stephanie Ketogenic from Instagram and 70person.com.